too high now, I wonder. Kinda, but like, whatever. We'll deal. Is better. And look, you can even see Harry's wand in the background. That's right, I have Harry's wand. Why? I don't know. Because I felt like it, and I like Harry's wand. I also have Draco's wand, because I have like this like... Okay, I have this like headcanon about Harry and Draco. Like they don't like end up working out or anything, but like totally have a headcanon about them being together. Up until book 5 when Harry sends Draco's dad to prison, and then Draco's like angry, mad, for obvious reasons, you know, he sent his dad to prison. Anyway, it doesn't really matter. It's irrelevant. If anyone ever wants to hear that, you know, just like, I don't know, write a comment or something. Let me know that you'd be interested in such a thing, because I would love to explain the vision that I have for a Drarry fanfiction. But today is not about Drarry. Today is about Final Fantasy XIV, as per usual. Welcome to part 18 of Final Fantasy XIV, me playing for the first time. Off camera, I became a gunbreaker. I got the quest for the gunbreaker because I hit level 60. So now I'm a gunbreaker, and I've been loving it. So I'm probably going to stick with it. There we go. I don't know why that was so difficult to do, but here we are. Excuse me. Ugh. Alright, we're gonna continue the story because I need to get further in the story so that me and my friend can continue playing further than we're at right now. Alrighty. Hello, Minfilia. What up?
I have been reflecting upon the events which took place during our visit to Vilbrand. If you have a moment, I would share my conclusions with you. Please, bear with me. When the Sahagin Elder summoned Leviathan, he employed the power we have come to know as the Echo. Though I cannot well explain the how of it, it would seem he became immortal in so doing.
At least temporarily.
When the Admiral subsequently slew him, his spirit emerged from his lifeless flesh, a consciousness shorn of physical form. Thus transfigured, he took up residence in the body of his minion with the ease of a man donning a favorite glove. Long have I known that the Echo allows one to pass through the walls of a man's soul.
You didn't think to share?
But never did I imagine that it could free us from our own flesh, nor less that our souls could then occupy the next corporeal vessel to take our fancy.
Interesting.
It was of this that Elidibus spoke, an existence which knows neither cessation nor oblivion. And yet, though the Sahagin had mastered his gift and thereby become immortal, he was by no means invulnerable. As we both bore witness, he was ultimately absorbed into Leviathan. And the import of this observation? If the Ascians' mode of existence is indeed the same, it can be inferred that they too are not invulnerable, that they can be destroyed. There exists a legend which tells of souls who are reborn upon the cusp of each umbral calamity, that they might stay the encroaching darkness. To most, it is but a fairy tale, yet recent events have given me cause to wonder. Could the legend in fact refer to the Echo?
Maybe.
Much and more yet remains unknown, but I am confident that all will become clear in time. For the present, however, what matters is that the key to defeating the Asians may at last be within sight. With Urianger's aid, it is my hope that I shall fathom this matter ere long. Oh, I was just about to send for you, my friend. Is Artemis?
Grave tidings from the Charlian motherland, my lady. It doth concern our distant allies, the students of Baldessian.
Oh.
What of them?
My lady, the Isle of Val, which for many years hath been the Order's home, is no more.
What?
No more? Whatever do you mean?
Yeah, I'm gonna need some clarification on that one.
I relate only that which hath been conveyed unto me by our agents. An etheric wave of the highest magnitude was recorded in the region. Soon thereafter, 'twas observed that the isle had ceased to be.
So it's just gone.
'Tis
Okay.
postulated that a magic was evoked, like in power to Ultima.
Tell me more about
12
this
preserved.
wonderful mystery.
If there are no other matters, I move that today's meeting be adjourned.
Well, that. Please tell me there's more to it. Okay, I was like, that was pointless.
It is done, my lord.
Okay.
I... Forgive my impertinence, my lord, but these orders, I am uncertain as to what end they serve.
Is he evil?
Revolution.
I mean, depending on what the revolution's for. Like, is it for the greater good, or is it because he's trash? You know, like that's the real question. Okay, I don't. Sorry, I'm. Okay. That was like really delayed. I don't really know why. Oh, that was the end? I get a trophy for that. Complete the main scenario quest through the maelstrom. Alright. Well, I did that. Okay, there's something wrong with this. Like something is up with... Okay, it's like extremely delayed. Okay, give me 1 second. I'm gonna go switch to my other controller. Or maybe it just needs to be like reset or something. I don't know. Because I noticed it for a second before, but like that was really bad. It was like super, super, super like seconds delayed. Anyway, we'll see if it continues being like that. Our friends, the very isle itself, everyone and everything. No, it avails us not to speculate. Urianger will send word if there are any developments. Until such time as he does, we must remain firmly focused on that which is within our power to change. With that in mind, I would speak of a different matter, one closer to home. It concerns the etheric fluctuations which we had previously attributed to good King Moggle Mog the 12th. That the king is no more is a blessing for which we have you to thank. Yet all is not well in the 12's wood. Our latest readings reveal an ongoing etheric disturbance of considerable magnitude that may even suggest the presence of a primal. I'm assuming it's going to be Rama, or Ramu. Needless to say, the mere possibility warrants immediate investigation, and I would have you... Asilia? I do not wish to interrupt, but we have a problem. What manner of problem? A band of refugees, hailing from Ul'dah this time, are come to Revenant's Toll seeking asylum. It would seem they expect us to afford them the same treatment we gave the Domans. At present, they are at the seventh heaven, awaiting a formal response. I see. Mayhap this was to be expected. I shall meet with them at once. Asilia, you know full well we haven't the resources to accommodate many more people. Consider that what will happen if you do this. Word will spread and more will follow. Your opinion is duly noted, but I will hear their suit. Zayden, I should be grateful for your presence at this meeting. Okay. Well, off we go. Oh, speak with the seventh. Yeah, okay, do that. Let's speak with the refugees. What up, my homies? Mordona. Alright, where are you? Refugees? Oh, hey. I apologize for keeping you waiting. My name is Minfilia, and I lead the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. 12 be praised, it is you. We're done and willing to. We're ready and willing to work. Same as the Domans. Just give us a task, and we'll give it. We'll see it done. Pray calm yourselves. I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I know not of your situation. Beg your pardon, antecedent. I ain't so good with words. We've been living off the scraps of Ul'dah for years now, trying to piece together a life to replace the one that took us, or that got took. They say there's work, but there's not for an honest man. Not as wouldn't sully his soul sooner than his palms any road. Though the flames do what they can for us, of course, but it ain't near enough. And it's only getting worse. When the calamity brought us to our knees, those rich buggers in the city didn't help us. They climbed on our backs. I don't pretend to be clever, but even I can see what's coming. I knew we had to run. The only question was where. And when it came to me, Revenant's Toll. I mean, you took them foreigners in, didn't you? So you'd surely do the same for us. Oh wow, okay, rude. I fear the situation is rather more complicated. While it is true that we accepted the Doman's petition for aid, that decision was the product of extraordinary circumstances. I sympathize deeply with your plight, but pray understand that it is not possible for an organization of our means to aid all who have been affected by the calamity, and so it is with great regret that I must deny your request. Wow, okay. But we've got nowhere else to go. You're turning your back on us? If I might have a word. Tataru, is aught amiss? Ill tidings from Ul'dah, my lady. Alphinaud has been wounded. What? How? Is it serious? Sirius Black? I'm just kidding. I cannot say for certain, but I fear it might be. According to the flames, the refugees started a riot. They went wild, apparently, lashing out at any and everyone. That can't be right. Why would they? They mustn't be provoked. The demonstration was meant to be peaceful. 7Ls. The Blades have an excuse. They'll round us up and kill anyone who tries to resist. Antecedent, please. If it won't help us build a new life, at least let us keep the ones we've got. Rip. My lady. We are not ones to stand idly by and watch innocents suffer. However, until we know more of the circumstances surrounding this riot, I am not certain what aid, if any, we can provide. If the authorities determine that the refugees attacked without provocation, then those responsible will have to answer for their actions. How can you be so blind? Find Alfinode, and quickly. If he is in danger, or worse, I would have you and none other by his side. Alright. Thank you. Pray do not concern yourself with the matter we were discussing earlier. Ida and Papalymo will see to it. Alfinode is being treated at the Hourglass. Hurry, Zayden. Alright. To the Hourglass. So about Ramu, just joking. We have other things to be concerned about. Alright, my controller's working better now, I think. At least so far, so we'll see. Apparently, it just needed a revive. Okay, where do I need to go? Over there. Adventures Guild, let's go. Oh, we're like going to the inn. That's what it's called here, apparently. Okay. Oh no, we're not going to the inn. He's literally just chilling. Hey, what up, bruh? How's my homie?
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggeration. As you can see, I am quite well. Ul'dah, on the other hand, is not. This riot was anything but an isolated incident. There is a restlessness in the air. Tensions long simmering are at last threatening to boil over.
Oh, snap.
Ul'dah is a nation infamous for the great disparity between the wealthy and the poor. The majority of the populace accepts this state of affairs because they believe that every man bears responsibility for his own lot in life. To an Ul'dah, money is the foremost, and some would say the only measure of a man's worth. Small wonder that the wealthiest wield the greatest influence. So where do the refugees fit into this social hierarchy? What place is there for those who fled Alamigo and the destruction of the Calamity? Plainly, there is none. They have no wealth, no power, and no worth. To the Ul'dah way of thinking, they may as well not exist.
Wow, rude.
Choosing to ignore their existence, however, is patently not an option. General Rauban and the Sultana understand this, which is why they ordered the Immortal Flames to provide the refugees aid and succor. Yet none would dispute that the expenses incurred by this policy grow by the day, with no end in sight. This has prompted more and more Uldans to question their obligation to aid these worthless wanderers. While more and more refugees have come to resent their treatment at the hands of the sneering citizenry.
Yeah, this doesn't sound familiar or anything.
The manner of Lord Lolorito's refusal to grant the Dolmens asylum bespoke a disdain for all refugees, an attitude shared by the rest of the monetarists. And you may be sure they make no effort to conceal their opinions. It was only a matter of time before the refugees united in protest. Nor is it any surprise that some among them would ultimately resort to violence. That the Immortal Flames should choose this of all occasions to engage in joint training exercises with the other Grand Companies. By the time they return, the situation may well have deteriorated beyond mending.
RIP. Sounds like it sucks to suck. I'm just kidding. But that does like remind me of like the refugee like a general refugee crisis, I guess, but like most recently the Syrian refugee crisis. So it's very interesting that they're discussing such a thing, you know. I mean, good on them for doing so. Oh my god, Frederick, your tail is literally on camera right now. What a needy boy. No. Hello, Raubon. No, buddy, absolutely not. Now is not a good time, Zayden. My hands are full dealing with the refugees. Precisely the matter we wish to discuss, General. Alfie Node, back on your feet already. You may credit my swift recovery to your chirurgeons? Chirurgeons? Chirurgeons, I don't know. Surgeons, basically. My memories of the riot are still somewhat muddled. I trust you managed to regain control of the situation. Not entirely. We secured the city soon enough, but not before the unrest had spread to the surrounding territories. Pockets of resistance remain throughout that land. We have sent what forces we can spare to root out the last of the belligerents, but progress is slow. They are damnably elusive. I can well imagine. Given that the majority of refugees live outside the walls, it stands to reason that they would know the lay of the land. What I do not understand is how they came to be so well prepared. Before my little accident, I observed that several of the refugees were armed, and not with butcher's knives or pitchforks, but with martial weaponry. I need hardly add that such equipment is costly. None can deny that tensions between the Ul'dan citizenry and the refugee population have increased since the Domans were turned away. But would that motivate a starving man to purchase arms in lieu of food? I think not. And what of those who have not a single gil to spend, who could not survive without the aid provided by the immortal flames? Surely they would sooner sell a weapon than bring it to bear against their benefactors. Come to the point. Very well. My point, General, is that this powder keg of discontent was not set alight by chance. These events were deliberately set in motion, and now order must be restored. That is my first duty. Until it is done, any investigation can wait. I do not have time to discuss this. My scouts will be returning anon. All right. The General is no fool. He keeps his own counsel, and with good cause. Were he to claim without the necessary proof that these riots were instigated by outside forces, the Monitarists would accuse him of attempting to shirk responsibility. After all, he and the Sultana have been the most outspoken proponents of refugee aid. Regardless, they will face harsh criticism in the days ahead. Our allies may stumble upon the truth in time, but I have far more faith in your abilities, Zayden. Therefore, I propose we conduct our own investigation, independent of the authorities. To that end, I would have you make inquiries in the settlements suspected of harboring belligerents. Commander Swift will know which they are. He may balk at a request for such information, but I've no doubt that you can persuade him with your civil tongue. Oh. I, meanwhile, shall seek answers in my own way, after which we can regroup and share our findings. Well then, shall we? Shall we shall. Okay. What is happening? It's weird. Black Brush Station. Off we go. Okay. Oh, it's over here. Lovely. Leo Frick and Amalberga. Amalberga. Could be Amalberga. I don't know. Who knows? 'Tis a question for the ages. Zazawaka. I really have to soothe this person? Okay. Into the sky, the scar. Oh, I need to go down. Okay. Oh, it's like in this lovely cave. No? No. Other lovely cave, maybe. Is there another lovely cave? Am I crazy? Am I missing something? What in the world? Okay, I'm gonna fly like literally right over it. We're gonna see if I can figure this out. Goes right here. Okay. Like, is my brain just not functioning? Is that what's happening right now? Because, like, that could be a thing. Okay. What in the hell? Okay. I guess I'll go around. But I already went around and there was nothing over here, was there? Am I actually insane? Is that what's happening right now? Am I crazy? Is it in here? Am I crazy? Oh my god, it's just in here. Wow, okay. Woo! Why was that so difficult? Don't ask me. I don't know. Hello, desperate refugee. What's up? Can I help you? Ooh, let's change some stuff around. Get wrecked. There's more fours. Get wrecked. Are we done? Okay. need to change some stuff around here. Hold on. Bear with me here. What did I do with my other side? Okay. First of all, I think that this should actually go here, because I'm, like, never going to use it, except for, like, once, basically. Oh, camouflage is already in the right place. Okay. Demon Slice and Demon Slaughter are in the right place. Danger Zone is... it's fine right now, but maybe I'll put it here. Oh, there. Solid Barrel, which is over there, which I already have in the right place. Burst Strike, deals an attack with a potency of 380. Wait, Danger Zone. Is that the one that I put down there? I don't know. Nebula's in the right place. Demon Slaughter's in the right place. Aurora is not. I'm gonna put that there. That's in the right place. Sonic Break. Delivers an attack with a potency of 300. Deals damage over time. Which I think I had put... it's already over there. So I'll probably just leave that one. Gnashing Fang. What did I have on the bottom on the other one? It was an attack. Was it Danger Zone, maybe? I don't think it was. I'm confused. There was an attack that I had. The prize is currently over there, which is fine. Oh, speaking of though, I'm gonna want that there. I'm actually gonna put this here, and I'll put the chocobo thing in the other one. What was it that I had in the other one? I don't think it was Sonic Break, because it was something that was before level 50. It might have been Danger Zone. If it was, then I had it over here, but I don't think it was that. Sorry, I like had like another, like on my other profile, I had all this. So Arm's Length is up there, Provoke is up there. I don't really care about Interject, but sure. Okay. Well, we'll try this right now. Okay, maybe it was Danger Zone then. Okay. I'll just leave it like that for right now. It's fine. It's like, hello? Have you seen my parents? Sure haven't. I don't know who they are. They told me to stay here with the others. They said they'd be back soon, but it's been days. They left with the man from Ul'dah. The men said they were going to change everything, make it so we could live inside the walls with everyone else. I liked it when he said that. I didn't like it when he talked about making the rich people pay. Everyone looked so angry and I got scared. Say, mister, are you looking for someone? You mean the man who left with my parents? But I don't know where he... Oh, he's back, apparently. Good timing. Wait, look! Over there! I think that's him! Well now, which of these gullible fools shall be my next victim? Try me, girl. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what's up. We'll see what's up. You! I... Got around. Okay, bye. He's getting away. Go get him, mister. Alright. I'll do my best. My very, very best. Oh my god. Hello. Mistrustful merchant. You again? Why are you pursuing me? Sedition, treason, revolution. That's preposterous. Who has filled your head with these lies? Refugees? The self-same refugees who terrorize the streets of Ul'dah? Ha! You have no evidence to prove your accusations. None! Yeah, we'll see. No, I will not accompany you to the Hall of Flames. You have no right to detain me. For the sake of argument, let us say I did do the things you claim. Surely you don't think I give a Kikian's butthole about politics. I don't know what to say about that one. Oh my god, hi, welcome. What an awkward time for you guys to show up right when I said Kikian's butthole. Hello, casual. It was business, only business. Raid. Yeah. Blast. Ooh. Look at all the emotes. This is so fun. Ooh, look at all of the characters that are on my screen now. Someone's a Loudred. We have a Dustox, a Scyther. So cool. Cool. Hello, Chrissy Woods. Hello. Oh, hi. Hello. Thank you for following. That's really nice of you. Oh my gosh. Exciting. You brought cool people to my stream. 2 people have followed. Thank you, Chrissy Woods, and thank you, Neron J. That's really nice of you. Aw, thanks, Casual. You're so nice. You here to... Ooh, another person. Sparkle Sam. Oh my god, thank you. You guys are so nice. Hello. I don't know. I'm currently doing some really bad voice acting, so I mean, feel free to stick around. It's also very nice to meet you, Chrissy. Hello. But yeah, so welcome to Mr. Gowan's bad voice acting class, where I just voice act any lines that I come across that are not voiced. I feel like I'm put on the spot. Oh. But all right, we're just gonna do it. Okay. We both know I am not the one you want. However, if you agree to protect me, I swear I shall tell you everything. I mean, how am I supposed to tell you that I can protect you? Sir, like... RIP! And that, my friends, is how Regina George died. What's all the commotion? 7 L's. Yeah, very accurate, very timely. Tell the others to spread out and search the area. The killer may still be close. Yep, we had just a minor murder, you know, nothing big or anything. Well, RIP to that individual. I guess he's not going to be telling me anything. Okay. Report to the Hall of Flames. I can do that. I do love Mean Girls. I adore Mean Girls. Mean Girls is the best. It is the best movie of all time. No one can convince me otherwise. I don't care how many movies you throw in my face. Mean Girls still beats it. I learned today that all the male actors from the OG Mean Girls are gay. Yeah, basically. Aaron Samuels turned out to be gay. Damien, I mean, obviously. Apparently he tried to fight it for a long time, but surprise, it is in fact true. Yeah, good times, good times. Aw. Like, legit, I know Mean Girls so well. Like, you could literally just, like, put, like, a line in there. Just like, oh, here's a line. And I'll be able to, like, complete it. It's so ridiculous. Speak with Bartholomew on the Royal Promenade. I can do that, I guess. I don't know where he is, but... Where am I going? It's probably just easier to go this way. Oh my god, Casual subscribed. I don't have a thing for subscribers, but I appreciate it. I wish I did now. Thank you, Casual. Aw. Love you so much. Hastings Strip, that's what I want. I have a subscriber. Amazing. 10 out of 10. I'm gonna have to go. This means I'm gonna have to go to subscribe to you now. Gotta pull out the coin purse. You thought you were subbed before? I thought you. I can't remember what. No, I think you like bought bits or something. I was like, oh, thank you. Also, like, I do have like the front row feature on my stream, and like no one has literally ever used it. Like literally ever. Also, okay, so hold on. Streams, look. I can actually like move you guys around. And you guys can change your characters and stuff. I don't know how. I'm pretty sure it's like down below. But like you should be able to like change your characters in some way somehow. But I can literally move your characters around the screen. Oh look, it's sound alerts. How boring. Casually. Chrissy Woods, you're a stunky right now, which is very fun. Neuron J, you're a Bowdred. Ah. Woo. Anyway, that's something that I can do. I don't know why you're a bug. I didn't choose it. It picks it at random. You should be able to change it. I'm not sure what you can change it to. Actually, I might be able to change it for you. Hold on.
Commander Swift has kept us apprised of your recent activities. You've made great strides towards quelling the violence.
Alright, what do I see for Casual?
Despite our best efforts to determine what provoked this uprising,
I'm thinking...
truth continues to elude us. Have you uncovered aught which
Are
might
you a
shed
walking
some light
flame?
on
No,
the
you're a
mystery?
stunky, which is not any better. Let me see. Sailor. I think there's like Sailor Moon characters that you can be or something. There is. Alright, I'm going to choose... I'm going to take a wild guess. I have between Mercury, Moon, Mars, Jupiter, and Venus. We're going to go with Mars. Should work. Sure didn't. Love that. Well, I tried. Wait, where did you go? That's me. Okay, Chrissy Woods. Let's see. What can we make you? I don't know how to apply it. It doesn't seem to be doing anything. What? What is this? Okay, well. Oh wait, it did work. Okay, cool. I want to see now. Sailor. Because I want someone to be a sailor, you know? Someone Sailor Moon! Or Sailor Mercury! Yes! Okay, casual. We're gonna change you. You've never seen Sailor Moon? Casual. What? I'm so sad by this news. What class do I play? I play... I am currently playing Gunbreaker. There we have a Sailor Mars. Yay. You haven't seen Sailor Moon? That's so sad. I would say that it's on... What is it on? It's on something. I think for me it's on Crave, so for you it's probably on like HBO Max or whatever the other streaming service is. I don't know. Okay, sorry. Continuing this now. Look at all of the streaming avatars. I'd love to see it.
This information
You're ignited in your ignorance, yeah. Okay.
The Syndicate's decision to reject the Doman refugees' appeal for asylum had lasting repercussions. A number of those displaced by the calamity claimed it was proof of a policy of discrimination.
I don't know what it's on then. I know for me it's on Crave, but like that's because I'm a Canadian, so we have different streaming services. It might be on like Hulu? Question mark? Maybe?
They organized a series of demonstrations to protest against the Sultanate. Demonstrations which became heated, but did not descend into violence.
Oh, okay. So the demonstrations didn't become violent.
Until a certain incident served as a call to arms.
Oh, just kidding. They sure did.
A unit of brass blades sent to supervise a demonstration loosed arrows upon unarmed protesters.
You're American, you don't know what Crave is. I know you don't know what Crave is. It's a thing. Okay, so by the way, since you're all here, just to like catch you up here. So at the end of the game, which, you know, story irrelevant for you guys, doesn't matter. There were these refugees called the Domans who were coming from Garlemald? I don't know, some place. And they obviously needed refuge, so they came here. They came to the Uldans, and they were like, nah, we can't do that. So sorry. Sorry about your luck. So then the small little party that I work for, which is the Scions of the Seventh Dawn, came in to their rescue and were like, hey, you could come to Revenant's Toll, which is where we live, and as long as you work for your place, then you can stay. Yeah, and then after that...
It was this atrocity which prompted the refugees to take up arms. I need not tell you what followed.
Basically this. Basically, like, the other refugees that were already here in Ulda were like, what the hell, that's terrible. And then someone, like, manipulated them and bought them a whole bunch of, like, really expensive gear and were like, listen, it's time for revolution, let's do it. So then they, like, went and started, like, fighting. Yeah. You're not a bug anymore. You're Sailor Mars now.
We assumed at first that the attack was born of a miscommunication.
I can make you something else though. What's your like favorite? Do you know what Pokemon is? Do you play Pokemon? What's your favorite Pokemon? Tell me your favorite Pokemon. Let's see. Sailor Mars. Just collapse just like that. Okay. There you go. Good job. Am I a hero of the refugees? Technically, yes. As far as I know. I mean, like, I'm part of like the group that like took them in, but then like another group came and were like, hey, we heard that you took these people in, can you also take us in? And we were like, we don't even know what your situation is, and also like, we don't know what your situation is, and we're still kind of in the midst of like trying to figure stuff out on our end. So we're probably going to have to say no. And then we came here. And that's basically where we're at. So, like, I don't know. It's complicated. You know Pikachu? You can be Pikachu. All right, let's make you a Pikachu. Pikachu works. Let's do it. And voila, you're a Pikachu. Yay. If anyone else wants their character changed, by the way, please let me know. Ooh, Neuron, you want to be Milotic? We can do that. You're currently a Loudred, so let's make you a Milotic. Milotic. I actually don't know if it's Milotic or Milotic, but you're a Milotic now. Yay. Hooray. A Milotic is this. Whee. It's like a big, like, beautiful, like, watery snake creature thingy. It's really cool looking. I actually really like Milotic. Milotic, I don't know. But yeah, and then Pikachu. Whoa! Pikachu has balloons, apparently. Okay. Woo! But yeah, anyway, sorry. I need to like continue this. I'm just like letting it sit here freeze because I'm just so excited. These people here.
Confirmed. The dog confessed that a merchant had offered him coin to give the order. A merchant in the employ of Teleji Adeleji.
Yeah, Chrissy, if you wanted me to change your character too, I can do that. I don't know what to change it to, but I can.
Teleji Adeleji.
How was my day? My day was acceptable. It was bad. No, just kidding. It was good. I woke up at like 11, and then my sister came and took me to the auction place. We have like an auction place that we like go to now, to like pick up stuff that we had won. / I was returning something. And then she dropped me off. We talked a lot, which was good stuff. I played some Final Fantasy 14 with a friend. And then I came, and then I like ate, and then I was like, okay, it's time to have like a brief nap, had like a half-hour nap, and then decided to play on stream.
To annex the Cardinal Flats so that refugees may establish permanent
I wish I understood Pokemon. I remember being really into Yu-Gi-Oh when I was a kid. I love Yu-Gi-Oh. Maybe, do I have Yu-Gi characters? I wonder if I have Yu-Gi-Oh characters. I don't know if I do. I could probably get some. Yeah, I'll have to get some. I'll add some next time. You play Ghost of Tsushima, Chrissy. Yes. We'll have to play. We could probably like play at some point, you know, like in like a group like thing. You've never played Legends mode? Oh my god. All right, you've come to the right people. Casual and I can help you out.
Might even call it a battlefield.
Oh dear, I don't really know what's going on now. I wasn't.
The destruction wrought by Bahamut was greatest.
Yes, we do have to play with her.
That much is common knowledge.
Okay, I'm gonna like focus on this, let this finish, and then I'm gonna like come back to the conversation. BRB.
Ancient Alagon ruins, of which no
oh, it's Alagon, not Alagan. Alagan? I thought it was Alagan. It's Alagon, apparently. Okay.
There are certain differences of opinion as to how these ruins should be handled, which is why each nation maintains a military presence in the region to this day.
You're still playing the story. That's so fun. The story was really good. I really liked it. Don't worry, no spoilers on my part.
Yet differ though we may, we are
Wait,
still
this is
allies.
a PvP map.
Therefore, in the interest of preserving the Eorzean alliance, we have reached an agreement. Any conflict which may arise during the course of military exercises in the region shall have no bearing on relations between our nations.
Okay.
In full knowledge of this delicate state of affairs, Telegi Adalegi proposed the Cartano Reclamation Bill. A shameless bloody ruse which stands to benefit him in but one conceivable way. If successful, he will gain control over the disputed territory under the guise of assisting in the resettlement effort. And you can be sure he'll build an orphanage next to every Allagan ruin.
Interesting.
The man would threaten the unity of the Eorzean Alliance and risk countless lives for personal gain.
Wow, they're all like, this guy's trash. And you know what?
Independent
Accurate.
of any faction and beholden to none of his fellows on the Syndicate.
By inciting the less fortunate to violence, he hopes to convince others that the Cartano Reclamation Bill is the only viable solution. His sympathy for the plight of the Domans was not but posturing to gain credibility with the refugees. Of that there can be no doubt.
Zoro trying to find Uncle Mihawk, huh? Interesting. I don't watch One Piece. Now I feel like I should, though. I'm going to have to start watching it now. Great. Now I have more homework to do. Okay. I'm just kidding. It'll be fun. I've heard great things about it. Like, people like
Forgive me,
mention it
but
all the
what
time,
could
and I just
possibly
haven't seen it.
motivate Telegi Adalegi to go to such lengths? What is so special about these ruins that he would risk his position on the Syndicate and, most likely, charges of treason against the Sultanate?
Omega.
Omega.
Pardon?
Like Omega weapon?
An Allagan monstrosity, not unlike the Ultima weapon.
It is
Mayhap
Omega
larger,
weapon.
we know not. It has yet to be fully excavated. Allagan inscriptions indicate that it was created to fell Bahamut himself.
Oh.
If accurate, it might explain why Nail Van Darnus chose to bring the Red Moon down upon the Cartano Flats, given the ends he went to ensure Eorzea's annihilation. Destroying the one weapon which could stay the Elder Primal may well have seemed like good sense.
Interesting.
When first
The
I
plot
bore witness to
thickens.
the power of the Ultima weapon, I doubted the evidence of my senses. And now you tell me there is another such weapon. One which could contend with Bahamut. Bahamut!
You're not my, like, first ever subscriber. I think I had 2 before, but it was, like, a year ago. So you're my first this year. Yeah, you're my first subscriber right now, so my first subscriber this year, basically.
Aye.
I don't know if that's what
We
the
were
one stands
skeptical
for, but
ourselves.
yeah.
Truth be told, until the Ultima weapon's existence came to light, we thought the inscription had been mistranslated.
At present, Omega is more akin to a fossil than a tool
Hell
of war.
yeah. Go
having
you,
long since
casual.
ceased to function. As such, its true potential cannot accurately be gauged. However, if someone were to restore it, as the Garleans did the Ultima
Nope,
weapon,
I just have a bunch of
little
followers, which
doubt
I'm very
that he would
happy
wield
for. I like all my
untold power.
followers, but I don't have any subscribers. You're my first one in the whole year.
Power enough to subjugate Uldar like as not, and the rest of Eorzea besides, which is doubtless why Telegi Adalegi yearns to have it.
That he should aspire to world domination. He who has ever walked 2 paces behind Lord Lolorito in matters of commerce.
Tis in acknowledgement of his own limitations that he seeks
The creepy
this
doll
power.
lady's freaking you out, huh?
Woe betide us all should we allow him to have it.
She's called a Lalafell. She's a
Brave is
very
no
tiny
time chasing
person.
rats. Only a fool would believe that secrets can be kept in Uldar.
Yeah.
It would seem the implications of the Sultanate's refugee problem are rather more far-reaching than we assumed.
Strong dislike, huh? Damn, okay, wow. Oh my god, finally. More! Oh my god. I'm assuming this one is not, yeah, that's what I thought. I should be glad to know the truth, and yet the man that all this chaos was the product of one man's lust for power sickens me. Or the thought that, yeah, anyway, whatever. How long do you think they intended to hide the existence of Omega from the Scions? That they even felt the need to do so is most troubling. It would be in our best interest to learn more of the military activities in the disputed territories. Fortunately, you are already well positioned to do so, Lieutenant McCabe. Pray keep us informed of any developments in Cartano. Alright, I guess I could do that.
Begone, whelp! This is no place for children.
Disrespectful. Yeah, you didn't see how small she was. She's literally tiny. Like, literally, like, maybe 1.5 feet tall. I'm sorry. What? It's not your fault. You exist. You're allowed to exist here. I was looking for you, mister. You said you were looking for the man who left with my parents. You know this girl? Yeah, I do. So he visited Stone's Throw as well. I see. Did you find the man? Were my parents with him? They were not, I'm afraid. However, I can think of several places they might be. If you like, we can go and look for them together. Yeah, the real tears, I know, right? Really? You'll help me look, mister? No. Of course, but first, I must needs finish speaking with my friend. He's telling me a secret, you see, so no one else is allowed to listen. Mayhap you could wait for me by the that pillar over there? We require but a moment. Interesting. It's very nice of him. Okay, mister. I'll be waiting. Alright, literal child. Goodbye. I'll take her to the quicksand. Mayhap Momodi will know what to do. A legion of Garleans, an ether-starved primal. Even dealing with an Asian would be preferable to this charade. Sometimes I fear Minfilia is too ambitious. We rush hither and yon in responses to threats as they arise, without concern for the strain it places on our limited resources, and ourselves. Mayhap the time has come for a change. Mayhap. Perhaps. Zayden, this is Minfilia. I know this is sudden, but I must ask you to return to Revenant's Tor with all due haste. The situation in the Twelveswood has taken a turn for the worse. I will explain in detail once you arrive. You've been playing Final Fantasy for a while. Are you far in the main story, or does it just go on forever? Good question. That's all I have for you. Okay, so basically there's the main game, which is called A Realm Reborn, and then they had a whole bunch of expansions with it. So there was Heaven's Word, Stormblood, Shadowbringers, and Endwalker, I think. I don't think there's any others. I think it was just the 4. But basically, to put that into perspective, I have not even reached Heaven's Word, which is the first expansion pack. I've beaten A Realm Reborn, the original, like the 2.0 patch, but now I have to beat all the patch content afterwards until I get to Heaven's Word. So I have a bit to go. It's going to be a while. The Twelveswood, then the primal threat she spoke of before, has been confirmed. I have received no reports of Ixaly activity, which leaves the Sylphs? Go, Zayden. You know as well as I that the appearance of a primal takes precedence over all else. Oh, and when you arrive, do inform the antecedent that, while I am grateful for her concern, she needn't fear my safety. I am more than capable of protecting myself. Okay. Whatever you say, sir. Wait, what's happening? Am I being moved? No, okay. Like, not really, anyway. Like, kind of moved, but no. Okay. Alrighty, off to Revenant's Toe for $346. Yeah, it costs money to travel in this game. And it's, like, pretty inexpensive, but it's still money. So it's kind of like, oh, wow. Alrighty, Minfilia, tell me how many other refugee camps have come. Into the Solar, I shall. Yeah, I have been playing for a while now. It's been like, what, a month, I think? Ooh, my character's invisible. Love that. Alright, well. There's a Serpent Herald here. That's interesting. Yeah, I knew it. Okay. Thank you for responding to my call with such haste. Rest assured, I should not have summoned you were it not urgent. To business then. I have received some most disturbing news from the Order of the Twin Adder. They have reason to believe that the Sylphs may have called forth their revered guardian, the Primal Ramu. Yup. I'm sorry, may have? Then it is not certain. The Elder Seedseer informs us that the elementals themselves murmur of the Lord of Levin's return to the forest. The Sylphlands, however, display no signs of undue commotion. Forgive me, antecedent, but that fact need not contradict the elemental's testimony. Unlike his most bellicose compeers, Garuda and so on, Ramu is reputed to act only in the defense of his children. I imagine he would soon make his presence known if any were foolish enough to directly endanger the Sylphs or their territory. The abruptness of this development concerns me. Were we not keeping a close watch on the touched ones and their movements? If preparations for a summoning ritual were indeed underway, 'twould surely not have escaped your notice. Oh, it didn't. I was pretty sure it was going to happen, just not this soon. I beg your pardon. You foresaw this eventuality and did not to prevent it. I told Papa Limo, I suppose I could have reported things to Minfilia earlier, but there were honestly wasn't much that we could do except wait and see. You know how the Sylphs feel, and people poking around in their territory. They already summoned Ramu once, right after the calamity, but that was because the Garleans came tramping through the forest. My voices are killing you. I'm glad. And so long the castrum Orion stands. The Sylphs cannot be blamed for wishing to have their guardian deity on hand. In short, Ida and I are in agreement. The actions of the forest folk were inevitable and unavoidable. And I maintain that observation would have remained the best policy had it not been for the sudden influx of strangers into the Black Shroud. That, alas, we did not foresee. By all accounts, the recent violence in Ul'dah drove a number of refugees to seek safety under the concealing canopy of the trees. 'Tis like that the Sylphs perceived this panicked migration as yet another invasion and quickened their efforts to summon their god. I am put in mind of Titan and the kobolds. Once again, it is the affairs of men which have paved the way for Primal's coming. Indeed, one cannot help but wonder what manner of place Eurozia would be without the civilizing influence of mankind. Be that as it may, this regrettable development does afford us a unique opportunity. Xaden, through your dealings with the Sylphs of Little Solace, you once succeeded in preventing an untimely conflict with Gridania. I wonder, might one who has treated with the Sylphs so fruitfully in the past not achieve similar success with their patron deity? If Ramu can be convinced of our intentions, it may be the first step to breaking the cycle of primal summoning. I found hope. Were such a thing possible, we would not have been at war with the beastmen since time immemorial. But maybe this time we can... Let us continue this discussion anon. We must needs first consult with the nation most affected by Ramu's presence. The Elder Seedseer has requested your personal involvement, Xaden. Pray report to Commander Hulwa at Adder's Nest as soon as you are able. wonder if I'm ever going to get to hear that guy's name. Steel yourself for the worst. Well, I hope... And like, oh my god. You're welcome. Steel yourself for the worst. While I hope for a peaceful resolution to this matter, experience suggests that your meeting with the Lord of Levin will prove less than amicable. In such an event, your fellow scions will of course lend you whatever support you require. Blessed. We love to see it. Yes. Yeah, I'd like decided like way at the beginning, like literally at the like when I first started and I first ran into to Ida that she was gonna be a Valley girl. There was literally no reason for why. I was just like, yeah, she's gonna be a Valley girl. And it just kind of like happened. Now every time I have to voice act her, she's a full Valley girl. Time to teleport. But yeah, so we have a Valley girl, we have a bunch of British voices. I don't know, like over time, I've like gradually started deciding on what each of the voices should be. Mostly based off of what I've like heard them sound like, and then sometimes I'm just like, sure, this will be this person. When I first started, the voices were just like all over the place. I just like would just voice act and just try and like differentiate them like in the moment. But now I actually have like voices for each of them. Okay, where am I going now? Oh, speak with Connie Senna. And like, oh my god. Very that, very that. I don't know why I did that. Don't ask. Silent Conjurer. Yeah. I would love to talk to you so I can go to the Lotus Stand and talk to Connie Senna. Who I'm assuming is going to have another lore dump. Hopefully it's voice acted though. That would be nice. We shall see. That's not who I was trying to talk to. It is this, at least.
Scions of the Seventh Dawn, on behalf of the people of Gridania, I bid you welcome. Your presence is of great comfort to us all in these days of uncertainty. I summoned you here to share tidings of a most urgent nature. But a short while ago, the great elemental spoke, and his voice was clarion in its intensity. Ramu is returned unto the forest.
Okay, so they do call it Ramu. Okay, it's Ramu in this game. Other games have like called it like Rama.
His words ceased to echo in mine ears
other things,
when we
yeah.
were visited by an emissary from Little Solace.
Oh. Hello.
Our guest informs us that the Sylphs too have sensed the presence of the Lord of Levin.
Oh snap.
Though his exact whereabouts remain unknown, we may safely assume that the Primal was summoned within the heart of the Sylphlands.
Mm-hmm.
Unlike the other Primals you have encountered, Lord Ramu is no raging avatar of destruction. He is revered as much for his wisdom as his strength, serving as both arbiter and guardian to his children. Given that we and the Sylphs found a way to share the Twelveswood, it is my hope that this sagely immortal will be amenable to reason, and that conflict may be avoided.
Interesting.
Blessed as you are with the power of the Echo, you are one of the few among us who may commune with a primal without fear of influence.
What do I like about this finale fantasy?
That you represent us in this most delicate of negotiations.
I like the gameplay actually. The gameplay is really interesting. The story's okay. Like I kind of like the story so far.
The Twelveswood has suffered enough.
But like the like leveling up system and all the different jobs that you can be and all the quests that you can undertake, all the enemies that you can fight against. There's a lot to like about it, actually.
Dear friend, I beseech you. safeguard the peace which exists between our peoples.
Like right now, I'm obviously just doing story, but when I do like other things, I can do like other like fetch
You
quests and
have my
stuff, or like
thanks.
battle quests. I can like make stuff. There's a bunch of like armor and weapon collecting
Pray
as
make full of his solace,
options.
then. A member of the Order of the Twin Adder awaits you there. He will advise you on how to find the Lord of Levin.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot to like about Final Fantasy XIV.
An ill wind blows through the forest. Yet, it is not only the
I would say
Twelve
also
Spirit
too
hinges
that
at its coming.
Final Fantasy
All
XIV is
the
really
lands of
great
Eurozia shiver in
if you have
dread
played previous
anticipation.
Final Fantasies, because there's a
Have
lot of
care.
callbacks to previous Final Fantasy games. So like the icons in this game have like previously been used as other summons that you can use in other games. So like Ramu, for example, has appeared in other Final Fantasy games. Ifrit, which was the first icon we fought in this game, also has appeared in a lot of other games. Leviathan, Garuda has appeared in a few, not as many. Titans appeared in a bunch as well. So like it's cool to run into them. Also, the screen is really dark right now for some reason. But there's a lot of callbacks there, and then there's also a lot of callbacks to like certain like styles of like character. So like sometimes characters will have like previous protagonist like hair or weapons or stuff like that. And then obviously like chocobos are always nice, and yeah, there's lots and lots. There's like, honestly, it's a great game. And it's also multiplayer, which is unusual for a Final Fantasy game. Hello. I was told that a messenger would be sent as soon as your fellow scions finish their investigation. I do not imagine it will be much longer. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do a voice for these ones. This one returns, and returns with good tidings. Wise ones have finished searching and have wisely identified the precise location where the touched ones summoned Lord Ramu. Your timing is impeccable, my fluttery friend. Might you be so kind as to escort this good man to his fellow scions? It would be this one's pleasure, walking one. Please, please come with this one. I don't know why I chose that voice, okay? Like, I chose it like a long time ago when I first came here, and I was just like, alright, I guess they're like they're like really small, so like they probably have high-pitched voices. Hello, Maxio. I keep forgetting it's a double tap now. I changed it recently. Oh dear. You need to get me some water. Okay, babe. You got to lurk for a bit, but aw, thank you. Thank you for showing up and bringing all your friends. It's always so nice. And I miss you. We should definitely like play some more. I don't know what we should play though. I guess we could play Ghost of Tsushima with Chrissy now. So we have lots and lots to do then. But alright, casual. Love you. I will see you later. Oh, I'm stuck. Oop. Okay. Hello, Popolimo. Okay. We've arrived. We're here. Alright, tell me more about Ramu.
Thine order betrays thee, servant of hiding.
Ooh. We have a voice actor for this one. Hello, Ramu. What's up?
Thou art the bringer of light, bane of Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, and Leviathan.
Okay, so Ifrit, sometimes they call it different things. Okay, I need to get some water. BRB. And I'm back. All right.
I am Ramu, guardian of the children of the forest. Thou tramplest upon sacred soil, bringer of light. By what right doth man intrude in this sanctuary of the sylphs?
Yes, tell me more. My guy's like,
The Gridanians proffer peace? Their words are born of delusion, thine offer an insult.
okay, rude.
Thou speakest of harmony, yet carest naught for my children's desires. They did but wish to dwell beneath these boughs in solitude. Yet even that was too much to ask of man. Thus did they turn to me for succor. The sentence I pronounce upon thy kind is just.
Alright, well, we're definitely going to have to fight
Ghanaian
Ramu.
or Garlean, it matters not. The good intent of one excuseth not the misdeeds of the other.
Okay.
Thy conflict hath brought naught but anguish and misery unto the forest. All blame doth lie with the darkness that resideth in the breast of man. Whence sprung this calamitous seed? In the beginning no such duality existed, for light and dark given form when man was born.
Fred,
It
what?
would explain much.
Hi.
Not least
you
why
want?
strife and sorrow follow ever in thy wake.
I don't know that
canst
you know
not
what you
deny
want.
the urgings of thine own nature. Knowing that
literally
thy
ate
mere
30
presence
minutes
here
ago. I'm not
portendeth
giving you more
tragedy,
food.
wilt thou persist in this pretense of peacemaking? Thou bearest the crystal which I bestowed upon my wayward charges. That they should entrust so precious a gift to thee. Thou standest apart from thy kin. Thou art the bringer of light, aye. But there is something more in thee.
Interesting.
Very well. I shall consider thy proposal. Shouldst thou survive my trial. If
I
thou
knew it.
wouldst champion the cause of harmony, I must have proof that thou art fit to play the role. Wither mine ire, and prove to me thereby that thou hast strength enough to stay the darkness which threateneth to consume thee.
Okay. I can do that.
If thou shouldst be found wanting, know that all men shall perish in the storm of my judgment.
No pressure.
shall await thee on the field of battle.
Urianger, it is rare indeed to find you so far from a tome.
The Lord of Levin himself. Never till this day had I looked upon his visage, save in painted renderings made faint by time. Ever shall this scene remain etched in my mind's eye. Beg pardon, my lady. I must beg thine aid on a point of research. If thou art resolved to face Lord Ramu, I would ask thy leave to observe the event.
Okay. The striking tree, hard, now accessible. Excellent. Alright, I guess I'm gonna fight Ramu. Ramu. We'll see how long that takes. Average wait time 6 minutes, huh? Okay. What can I do in the meantime? Let's go. We'll go continue this quest, I guess. Since it's what I have next. This game seems really dark today. I don't know why. Where am I? Oh, of course, I didn't even go to the place I wanted to go. Great. Good stuff, good stuff. That's what we like to say. That's what we like to say. Okay, fine, I'll go through. How annoying. Okay, so there's nothing happening. How do I make this start? I don't get it. Maybe it can only happen at certain times. I don't know. Aha. Alright, well, in that case, I guess I need to go find another quest to do. Okay. Okay, let's see. What can I do? Do I have any quests in here? Oh, there's some over here. So I guess I could go do those. Yeah, I could go do those. Alright. Just since I'm here, you know. That's not who I wanted to talk to. Something. Hihira. Such fun names. Yay! Let's go fight Ramu. It's not a light party, it should be a full party. Excuse you. That's what I thought. Oh, I haven't seen this actually. Hello, Ramu. What up? I knew we would eventually have to fight Ramu. Even though the game like insisted early on that we weren't gonna have to, and I was like, that doesn't seem right. Disrespectful, sir. Disrespectful. DOS here. Yay, we did it! Yay! I got 3-player commendations. Hell yeah.
I have taken thy measure, bringer of light. And I judge thee a worthy champion. The task of excising the sin that hath taken root in man's heart is thine. Shrink not from employing thy strength in service to the forest and the wider realm beyond. Like hungering shadows do the enemies of harmony gather, and meekness will but feed them. If man is to be delivered from the dark, it shall be by thy guiding light alone. Stray not from the path, for if thou dost, thy people shall be truly lost.
Thou hast slain the Lord of Levin. A regrettable act, but a necessary one.
Okay. What is your deal, sir?
In witnessing thy struggle, a truth hath been revealed unto me. If I mistake not, it may yet prove a chink in the eternal armor of the Asians.
Interesting.
But let us conclude our present business. I shall expound upon my findings at the Rising Stones anon.
Okay. Excuse me. to the lightest stand. Alright, Connie, send out and tell me everything that you need to tell me. Please tell me it's voice acted.
You are returned to us, dear friend, and none the worse for bearing the heavy burden which I did press upon you. Most glad am I of this. I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a peace with Lord Ramuh ended in conflict. Pray tell me, what befell?
We killed him.
Ramuh made trial of you? I fear there is truth to his claim. It is the darkness within us that attracts the darkness without. It cannot be denied that misfortune follows man. For evidence, one need only look to the conflict brewing in Cartano, or to the rising flood of refugees. Our shared struggle against the Empire should have served to seal our union. Yet the ties which bind the Alliance strain under the weight of gross self-interest. As the scars of the calamity begin to fade, so too does our sense of common purpose. Yet now is scarce the time to forget our shared responsibility. If this new-sprung realm is to survive beyond its infancy, it must needs be nurtured by all. Eurozia must be as one. Yet I fear that dream is still far off. On behalf of the people of Gridania and the Elementals both, I thank you for all that you and your fellow scions have done. Full oft have I been compelled to look to you for aid of late, and offered all too little in return. As leader of this nation, I shall endeavor to prove a more worthy ally to your cause henceforth.
As you should. No, I'm just kidding.
Lord Ramuh has departed, yet the keening of this ill wind grows no less insistent.
What
Voices
are they
of the
summoning?
forest, pray speak and I shall listen. What unseen evil begets this unease in my heart?
That is the question of the day. Good day, Papaline. Alright, now back to Revenant's Tool. Oh, another story. What you got for me, girl?
If everyone is ready, let us begin. Eurozia, the floor is yours.
As all here assembled now know, in its final hours as our Order's headquarters, the Waking Sands did play host to a most unexpected visitor. I speak of the Ascian clad in white, Elidibus. Unwelcome though his presence was, his words that day did serve to confirm a truth long suspected, that the Ascians are eternal beings, to whom physical destruction is as a temporary inconvenience.
In the intervening time, Urianger and I have striven to discover a means by which the Ascians might more permanently be slain.
And 'tis my belief that we have found the thread that will allow us to unravel the twisted skein of their existence. In the moments prior to Leviathan's most recent manifestation, the Sahagin elder who summoned him was observed to undergo some manner of ascension. The etheric readings taken by Y'shtola at the time of this transfiguration have proven most enlightening.
The disruption to the flow of ether was sudden and dramatic. So tangible was the agitation, I scarce had need of my goggles.
The significance of Y'shtola's readings might better be understood in the context of mine own, taken at the instant of the Lord of Levin's demise. Unlike the Primal, the Sahagin was not subject to etheric dissipation.
Before discussing our new discoveries, it may benefit us all to recall what we know of etheric behavior. Let us begin at what some might call the end. When we who dwell in the material realm die, our spirits dissolve into the flow of ether and are returned to the ethereal realm.
Okay.
In turn, the restless energy which suffuses that plane streams back into our world, giving rise to new life.
So it's literally like the live stream from Final Fantasy VII.
'Tis as the heavens did decree, the way of all mortal souls. Twixt this world and the next do the ethereal currents swirl, bearing the very essence of life. Thus doth the cycle of birth, death, and rebirth continue unabated.
Primals behave somewhat differently. In order to manifest and then maintain a physical presence in this realm, they must consume vast quantities of ether, most often in the form of crystals. Though they may seem to live, their flesh is but ether given shape.
Okay.
Thus, a defeated primal leaves behind no broken corpse. Rather, the essence of its form seeps back into the land whence it came, and the energy of its shattered spirit is called back to the ethereal realm.
Okay.
And there it waiteth, till next the prayers of the faithful do draw it forth from the sea of ether, to take their offering of crystals and make for itself a new body.
Okay, so like, what's the point? Where are you going with this?
Which brings us on to the third group, the so-called Immortals. They exist in a manner all their own.
Quite. Even as the Sahagin elder fell to the Admiral's musket shot, I witnessed the release of an ethereal cloud, which immediately took possession of a nearby minion.
A soul that dissipateth not upon the death of the flesh.
The secret of life everlasting, and in the claws of a Sahagin no less. But I wonder, what would happen to one of these obstinate spirits, should there be no suitable host for it to claim?
If mortal death entails a return to the ethereal realm, it seems doubtful that the soul of an immortal would venture there.
Okay.
Nay, it merely withdraweth the distance, unto the shore of the ethereal sea, perchance, but no further.
Yes, it exists in neither this realm nor the next, abiding instead in the space that lies between them. The Ascians took control of Thancred by means of a crystal of darkness, an artifact which, if our theories are correct, serves as a gateway to the place I have just described.
I was hoping people had forgotten about that.
No,
I
not
am
gonna
sorry,
happen, sir.
my friend.
For a mercy, the weary road of our research hath brought us unto an answer.
The Sahagin ascended to an immortal state, but he did not possess a crystal of darkness through which to flee this realm. Thus was he consumed by Leviathan. If we could entrap the spirits of defeated Ascians in like manner, and thereby deny them resurrection...
Therein lieth the path to victory. Thou art most perceptive, my lady. Only when we have trapped the bodiless soul within an ethereal prison can we hope to defeat its unnatural constancy. Thus might even an eternal paragon be consigned to oblivion.
Okay.
These feats are, of course, far easier said than done. At present, we lack a viable means to entrap and extinguish an Ascian soul. Yet, I believe it to be possible. The pieces of the puzzle lie before us. We have but to put them together.
I will depart at once to convene with the sages of Sharlayan. Together shall we divine the steps by which our goals may be achieved.
I have the utmost faith in you, Archon.
Beg pardon, antecedent, but I would raise one final matter. Even now, a Sharlayan survey party seeketh to ascertain the fate of the students of Baldessian. Their findings shall soon be known to us. Though you harbor feelings of dread, I bid you surrender not to sorrow, but abide instead in hopeful prayer.
I shall, Archon. Thank you.
The Lord of Levin is returned to the ether, as was Leviathan before him. Ramu's Aqueous was most intriguing. Inferno, Vortex, Crag, Whirl, and Levin all have now been humbled by the bringer of light. The limitless potential of man, Heidelin's servant, grows mightier by the day. Yet he prospers at great cost to his mistress, whose strength is all too finite. 7 times have the masses survived the rejoining, but their souls are grown weak and wan. Yet even as it enervates, the ardor empowers our master. All that remains is to nurture the strength of the gifted, to forge the final key. And that is the task to which we bend our every effort. Divine seeds were ever wont to quicken in Eurozia's fertile soil. We need only lead men to the field, and by their eager hand shall a new deity rise. That which has shattered shall be made anew, and the one true God shall come again.
Oh. That's cool looking. Oh, there's more. Alright, great. Okay.
Now the matter of Ramu has, for the present, been put to rest. There's something I would show you, Zayden. It is a letter of thanks, signed by the leaders of the Eurosian Alliance, acknowledging the Science's tireless service to the realm. It mentions in particular the names of all of the defeated primals: Ifrit, Titan, Garuda, Good King Mogul Mog the 12th, Leviathan, and now Ramu. Needless to say, there is only one among our number to have faced them all. And though these words of gratitude were addressed to our order as a whole, I feel that they were meant for you above all others. I, too, must offer my heartfelt thanks for all you have done. In the course of your duties, you have never once failed to answer my call to arms. You are a true hero, Zayden, and Eurozia is that much safer for your presence. Thanks. Pray do not misunderstand me. I said safer, not safe. I know only too well that we can ill afford to lower our guard. The Asians may but be relied upon to sow chaos in this realm until such time as they are forced to stop. Why, even without their encouragement, you may be assured that man would foment strife on his own. And that is to say nothing of the beast tribes. Unless we learn to live in harmony, the primals, too, will return to plague us again and again and again. And yet, despite all of this, your deeds serve to inspire the people, to give them hope for a better tomorrow, and there is no greater gift.
Really?
That we have the courage to strive for what might otherwise seem an impossible peace. We owe in no small part to the dangers you have faced on our behalf, and the people you have won over to our cause in doing so. Our list of enemies hasn't ever been long, but think of the allies with whom we are now blessed. Of the sylphs of Little Solace, who wish not of conflict. Of Alizé, who strives to unearth the terrible secrets of the calamity. And then there is Sid and the Fellowship of Noah, racing to unlock the mysteries of ancient Alag and that we might be spared the horror of another Ultima weapon. Of course, when speaking of our greatest allies, we must not forget those closest to us, by which I mean our fellow scions. Thanks to their many and varied talents, our order is uniquely equipped to combat the far-reaching corruption of the Asians, and combat it we shall.
Your enthusiasm is truly heartwarming, antecedent. Given our embarrassing wealth of allies, I trust it will not inconvenience you unduly if I absent myself for a time. Who is it? Oh. Why?
Alfinode, I take it the troubles in Uldar no longer require your attention.
There are yet some rumblings of discontent, but the air of simmering violence is largely dissipated. 'Tis to report such that I stand before you now. That, and to speak with you concerning the new organization we discussed. Ah, I have a message for you from Elle. You recall the refugee girl? The one whose parents were missing? They were found unharmed. She wished me to pass on her thanks to you. Why, Alfinode, am I to understand that you made the effort to remember the poor girl's name? I look forward to reading all about her in your report. I do hope you left nothing out. Zayden, you have been away from Revenant's Toll for some time now, I believe. Might I suggest that you put the affairs of the realm to one side for the moment and take this opportunity to reacquaint yourself with the town? Which reminds me, one of the Doman children recently inquired as to your whereabouts. Yozan was his name. I believe he has some small matter he wishes to share with you. Why not oblige him with a visit? I'll think about it. I'll get back to you in 5 to 10 business days, give or take. Okay. Very exciting. Goes on. What up? Look, it's Mr. Zayden.
He's back from his adventures. We heard you were off fighting primals, and that there's some of the strongest enemies you could ever face. I wish I could have seen you in battle. Anyway, we all want to be heroes too, so we finally formed our very own Doman Adventurers Guild to protect all the Domans. Oh, do you think you could train us today, Mr. Zayden? Maybe you could show us how you fought the primals.
What's all this commotion then?
Mr. Boulder and Mr. Coulternet, did you know that Master Zayden is back?
Or Mr. whatever.
So it would seem.
Welcome home, Zayden. My companion and I but recently became full members of the Scions, and I believe proper introductions have yet to be made. I am known as Hoary Boulder, and this bookish fellow is Coulternet. Though we remain largely unproven as adventurers, we have taken it upon ourselves to instruct the Doman younglings in the arts of combat.
I told you, Mr. Boulder, we are not younglings anymore. We are adventurers. And we were just asking Mr. Zayden if he could give us some special training. I think we're ready to hunt monsters alongside him, don't you think?
Well, you've certainly been diligent with your drills, but I am afraid the fiends of Mordona are still ever so slightly too dangerous for you. I have a counter-proposal. What if I were to cross swords with Zayden? A demonstration of skill at arms, if you will. Why? Hoary, if I didn't know you better, and I do, I'd say you were merely seeking to test yourself against a legend. Well, mayhaps I am. But what matters the motivation when the children stand to learn so much from the lesson? What say you, Zayden? Would you consent to spar with me? Sure, I guess.
Hurrah! We're to have a tournament. Come on, everyone. We must prepare our gear for an outing.
All right, little ones.
Do try not to disappoint them.
Have faith, Coulternet. I shall summon every last ounce of my strength to make of this a worthy contest. The fields to the east of town should prove suitable for our purpose. I very much look forward to our bout. All right, whatever you say. Alrighty, let's go do this. Oh, it's like literally right here. Okay, cool. Well, that's convenient. Oh, somewhere right here anyway. Ah, here we are. Hello, Hoary Boulder. Watch it be Hawari, and I'll be like, oh, okay, great. Let's do this then.
Very well. Let us not keep the younglings waiting any longer.
Hoary, are you certain you wish to fight him alone? That is Zayden you face.
What better way to test my mettle? Pray allow me to attempt the first round unaided. After all, 'twas this hero's legend that led me to join the Scions to begin with. Without Zayden to inspire my efforts, I would not be half the warrior I am today.
Your point is well made, but remember, this is for the children's sake as well as your own. Should it appear the contest will end too swiftly, I shall add my spells to your blade work. That's some disrespect.
Hello? You haven't begun yet, have you?
Oh, it's the Scions. Okay, my bad.
Ida? What? Who are all these people?
When I heard about your, sparring match, I told everyone I could find. Thought you could, use a crowd to, cheer you on. Yes, and there are still more to come. When I mentioned Zayden's name, the reaction was quite enthusiastic. Why, my own popularity seems but a sickly shade in comparison. You'd best claim victory, bringer of light. Your burgeoning reputation is at stake.
Well, our teacher won't be beaten so easily. He's a master swordsman. You can win, Mr. Boulder.
We shall soon see. On your guard.
Such power, the tales barely do you justice.
You mean Mr. Boulder won't lose, will he? It's not over yet. It can't be. Rip. Rip. That was so silly.
You have bested me. I yield.
That was incredible. He beat them both at the same time.
We knew you couldn't lose, Zayden. None can defeat the Guardian of Eurozia.
Now I see why they send you to deal with the primals. I have much work to do if I'm ever to attempt the same. Impressive as always, Zayden. 'Tis ever a pleasure to witness the spectacle of your martial prowess. And judging by the smiles on these many faces, they too appreciate the hard-won strength that keeps the perils of the realm at bay. Guardian of Eurozia. Yes, that is a most fitting title. Do you recall when we first met? 'Twas at the memorial service for the Battle of Cartano. At the time, I was yet attempting to understand this land of Eurozia. I sought to grasp the reason why Grandfather willingly sacrificed himself to protect it. I shall speak plainly. My initial impressions were less than favorable. Dire problems abounded, and yet the effort I saw expended towards their solution was haphazard and half-hearted. I thought Eurosians a foolish and childish people. Considering the shambles their home was in, I would not have been surprised if some had chosen to swear allegiance to Gaius and the order he proposed to enforce. The legatus's single-minded military invasion precluded any such switching of loyalties, of course. Were it not for a desire to continue Grandfather's legacy, I would have abandoned the realm to its fate long ago. The threats were too many, the nations too self-involved and unstable. "'Twas you who convinced me the salvation of Eurozia was possible. 'Twas you who taught me, through countless acts of bravery, that what my grandsire sought to preserve was not the land, nor its history, nor any single nation. It was the people, these wonderful, often infuriating, stubborn people that suffer blow after terrible blow only to drag themselves back to their feet to face another day. Though he never put such feelings into words, I believe grandfather's admiration for his inextinguishable courage grew into a fervent wish. A wish to aid Eurozia and its inhabitants in charting a course for the future. A wish that has now become my own. I, too, will endeavor to take up the mantle of Guardian of Eurozia and champion these people who toil towards a better world. Our cause, however, is not a simple one. The troubles that plague us are of a scale that cannot be solved by the scions of the Seventh Dawn alone. No, what is needed to tackle the root of the primal threat, and effectively counter the schemes of the Ascians, is a new, expanded organization that operates beyond the limitations of nations and borders. If you would aid me in building such an organization, then pray let us continue this discussion back within the walls of the Rising Stones.
Alright. Bet. Look at this behemoth. It's so funny to be flying a behemoth. It like, literally makes no sense at all.
Into the Rising Stones.
Alright. Now to speak with Minfilia again, I'm assuming. Oh no, it's Alpha Node. Okay, just like inside the Solar. Cool.
The Solar.
Okay, I'm just going to accept this quest and I think I'm going to call it a day because it's been 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Pray forgive me if I tread over old ground, but I would first speak of the grand plan. Since the advent of the 7th astral era, the leaders of the three nations have been deliberating over an accord that seeks to bring the disparate forces of Eurozia together into a single entity. A realm-wide grand company, if you will. The military might of such an institution would be drawn from every corner of the land and directed against threats that no single nation could hope to overcome alone. Yet while the purpose of this hypothetical organization is undisputed, the logistics of its formation have become the source of endless debate. And the longer these discussions continue, the more I sense the impetus towards unification draining away. Thus have I been campaigning for the creation of what might be considered a trial company. It will be on a much smaller scale than what we hope to eventually achieve, but capable of the same manner of unrestricted operation according to the scions. 'Tis my hope that the successful utilization of such a force will lend momentum to the lagging deliberations. Also, being a primary military outfit, I mean to assuage fears of its misuse by placing the fledgling organization under the authority of the antecedent. The scions work tirelessly to protect Eurozia and its people. But as you yourself have witnessed, with the refugee revolt, there are limitations to what even we can achieve. With this new company under the Scions' command, however, we will be capable of responding to a wider range of difficulties without straining our resources or overtaxing your formidable talents. The goals of my proposed organization and those of the Scions are ultimately identical, a point conceded by all concerned. But before I can move forward with establishing this precursor of the true border-spanning grand company, 'tis yet necessary that I visit the three leaders and gain their official approval. A tiresome and time-consuming task, which is why I would ask that you accompany me on the journey and attend to the business of recruiting our inaugural members, while I am otherwise engaged with bureaucratic formalities. Thank you. 'Tis reassuring indeed to know that the bringer of light has this discerning eye will be selecting our future allies. Our first destination will be Limsa Lominsa. Let us rendezvous at Bulwark Hall.
Bet. Alrighty, that's gonna be the end, y'all. That's it for today. 'Twas a very fun day, actually. I really liked it. It was a good time. Alrighty, so gotta give all the thanks. Thank you so much to Casual. Love you to death. Mr. Kevin, when were you here? I didn't even see you. What? You just showed up now? No. Anyway, super big thanks to Casually for doing a raid on my stream. Thank you to Sparkle Sam who followed, Chrissy Woods who followed, and Neuron J who followed. All of you super awesome. Love you all. And also super thank you to Mr. Kevin, who apparently has been lurking the whole time, and I just didn't know he was here. Thanks for watching. I'm hoping you're enjoying the adventure. To anyone who's watching on YouTube, thanks for watching. You've made it. If you made it to the 2 hour and 18-minute mark, then 218 awesome points to you. You're amazing. 10 out of 10. Feel free to subscribe or not. Far be it from me to tell you how to live your best life. And if you are just a casual viewer on Twitch watching in retrospect, also thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for today. So, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.